Hello, my name's Adam Cook from GodIsAGeek.com, and I'm here with someone who I think couldn't be more perfect to talk about Mega Man, because this man loves Mega Man. This is Lee Garbett. Hello, Lee Garbett.
Hello, Adam.
Now, first of all, I'm going to try not to take the mickey too much, because I've never been a fan of Mega Man, and I think that's odd because people of our sort of age tend to grow up with these games. Now, the reason I say it's odd, Lee, and maybe you can enlighten me here, is that I really like difficult games. Like, I like the Souls games. One of my favourite games of all time is Super Meat Boy. I'm playing M++ and loving it. But Mega Man, I feel, is a difficulty all unto itself.
I think there's a good difference between retro hard and modern hard. If you think that retro hard was difficult mainly because no one had really figured out what good level design was, meanwhile they kind of create levels these days that with difficulty in mind but without slight impossibilities that you may have got in earlier games, especially some of the Mega Man games. I mean, not all of them. Mega Man games are difficult. They do gradually get a bit more forgiving over time, but the 6 included on this collection can be pretty tough at times.
So this is, correct me if I'm wrong, this is Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Yes, Legacy Collection. So this is the first 6 entries in the series which were released on NES. Sadly, it is missing the entries of 7, which was on the SNES, 8, which was on the PlayStation, and 9 and 10, which were released on last generation platforms.
So why are they missing? Do we know?
I don't know. My only theory, it may be just because they just wanted to focus on one system, because this isn't a straight up emulation. This is
Legacy. That's you're probably, that is probably what it is, isn't it?
It is. I mean, this isn't straight up emulation. This is actually, they've built a new engine. The developers Digital Eclipse.
Do you know? I thought it looked shinier.
Yeah,
I was looking at it and I thought this can't be a NES game because the pixels don't look like I remember them anyway, but it looks smooth.
A lot of developers have taken this approach now where they're not just building an emulator and chucking a ROM into it. It's more that they're making some sort of engine which sort of like runs these games using the individual hardware, which makes for some a slightly better quote-unquote emulation.
Right.
I think the focus on this one was to make the best versions of these old games that were possible, because earlier collections they'd either messed up things to do with the music, so sometimes they'd have like you CD audio for music and suddenly it would just fade out even though it was all chiptune stuff.
Yeah.
There was one particular collection that reversed the fire and jump buttons. So it's things like that. Mega Man games have had a kind of mixed blessing when it comes to re-releases, but this kind of collects the first 6 games, so it's quite a sizable collection. And although these games aren't like long,
because you can thrash these if you know what you're doing, right? I mean, I had a quick play of Mega Man 1, and was the boss always called Cut Man?
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
I misread it at first.
Cut Man, yes.
Yeah, I misread that, but then you see the scissors on his head, but that's not necessarily the correct boss or level to start on, is it? I mean, you could start on any level, right?
To be honest, I wouldn't start. If you were playing this collection, I wouldn't start with the first Mega Man.
Yeah,
because it is the most unfair game ever.
But the enemies on that game, I mean, modern gamers are just they're gonna call bullshit, and I don't know that even you, a fan of Mega Man, would be able to defend it. I mean, there's enemies that it feels like they are designed to purposefully stop where you want to be going.
Yes.
And there's an enemy, for example, on that level, really testing your knowledge, I suppose, here, where it's sort of its attack pattern is it sort of floats up and down in almost like a snake pattern and shoots at you. Yep. But there's one bit on that Cutman level where it goes into the wall as part of the pattern, so you can't shoot it. You really can't. You have to sort of just get lucky as you jump round it, go down the ladder. You probably know which one I'm talking about.
There's a lot of luck going on in this, and also some proper item usage to try and figure out where the best place to use all the robot weapons are. Because if you aren't aware, in Mega Man, the idea of the game is you pick what level you want to play. Each level is assigned to a particular robot boss. You kill that boss. You get their weapon and you can use it on anything really, but each of the individual robots have a weakness to a particular weapon, so you have to kind of pick an order really to go through these levels, and there's a proper order which makes it a lot easier. But Yeah.
So which Mega Man would you if people were thinking of picking this up? Do you have, like, it's 1 through 6? Do you have an order that you would say play these games in this order if you don't know them, because this is the easiest way? I mean, it sounds like you're saying Mega Man 1, play last.
Yeah, or close to last, just because it's very unfair. I would start with Mega Man or Mega Men. How are we going to do this? Mega Man 2 and 3 would probably be the first places, because they are probably two of the best games in the series. After those two games, it kind of gets into diminishing returns due to the basically annualization of Mega Man. Before Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, this was the original game that came out every year with a few minor amendments. But 2 and 3 are the best, just because the difficulty is not quite so unforgiving. It's still pretty tough, mind you, but you're given more abilities to kind of work around those issues. And the level design is just a bit better. The music is better in those games as well. They're just more enjoyable experiences in general. They're kind of very highly regarded in terms of Mega Man.
Do all 6 of these Mega Man games have... Sorry, now I'm doing it. Mega Man games have that same... You can pick where you want to go. All 6, you can just, like, there's like almost like level select, go for that one, then whichever... Do they all do that?
Yeah, all Mega Man games, you basically you go through all the robot bosses, and then it unlocks the Wily levels at the end, and there are about 3 or 4 of those levels, but you can't... They're more linear, and you start facing different bosses as well as some of the previous robot masters as well.
Okay, I have 3 final questions for you then, Lee.
Okay.
First of all, are you excited for Mighty Number 9?
I am, yes. Although
it sounds like a but.
Yeah, it depends what kind of gameplay is going for.
It looks like the same, but with a modern visual art style. Yeah. I don't know that that's enough.
Because I kind of prefer like the X series of Mega Man games, just because the controls are a bit better and the abilities are better. And if it's kind of going to go more along that line, then I'm really happy. If it's more the kind of classic Mega Man can't crouch jobby, then
yeah, that's something I learned. I forgot that was in Mega Man 1. Like when those enemies are going in the walls, I forgot I can't shoot any other angle than jumping and shooting.
Yeah.
Actually, question 2 and 3 are kind of double pronged. First part is, so generally speaking, do you think Mega Man Legacy Collection is good? Coupled with the fact, if you've played Mega Man games, the Mega Men games, if you've played them, is this worth it? Because it's relatively cheap, I believe. It's got quite a bit. I think you were telling me off this recording, you were telling me it's got quite a bit of stuff for the fans to look through. So kind of like general question: do you like it? Is it worth it?
I like it. It's kind of the first time where these 6 games have been collected for a reasonable price. You can have them all sorts of different screen qualities and filters, like scan lines, which make it look like how it should look. There are nice little HD kind of entries anyway. Then you've got a lot of added content, so you've got everything from concept art. You've even got some promo stuff like images of magazine adverts and posters and stickers and all sorts of promo stuff that I've not even seen before, and it's very interesting. One of the guys in charge of the development of this is a guy called Frank Cifaldi, and he is very well known for the preservation of video games, and it's very clear that he's been involved with this, because there's a lot of archival stuff in there, and it's really nice. You've also got a lot of challenges, which will even challenge the most hardened of Mega Man veterans. Like, some of them are really tough, everything from speedrunning levels to attacking bosses and doing things without items and stuff like that. So that there is a lot of content for Mega Man veterans, even if they have finished all these games before.
I tell you what, Capcom weren't lying when they said that they were making good money off these re-releases, because that's Resi 1, 0, 2, Mega Man games. Does make you wonder.
Why make new games when you can just re-release the old ones?
Absolutely. But you're enjoying this.
Yeah, to be fair, this is a one of the better compilations.
It doesn't sound like a cash-in, which is important. That's one of the most important things. It doesn't sound like a cash-in. It sounds like there's plenty here for new and old fans.
Definitely.
And if you want more information, go to godisageek.com and you can find Lee's review of this. Other than that, patreon.com/godisageek. If you like what you've heard, if you like what you've seen, consider dropping $1 or £1 or whatever you want to drop on us. There's some nice rewards there. If you do like us a lot, we've got a really great t-shirt that is designed by Insert Coin, believe it or not, which is cool. Otherwise, Yep, the usual places. Just search God is a Geek on any social media. You'll find us, and make sure you subscribe, like us, comment us, all the other bollocks. You know what to do. Thanks, Lee, for your time.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you in the next vid. Bye-bye.
Bye.